Yeah.
Not letting you go on?
Oh no, it's on there now. Does it not let you do it on yours?
It's not showing you.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, gold Trommel finishing up?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Alright.
It's on there now. Does it not let you do it on yours?
Yeah,
Cool.
back.
I don't know if you want to stay down and help if you want to.
Well, it's up to you. Do you want me to? I
I
haven't
don't
gone to
mind.
the house or anything.
Oh,
Are you
well,
going to go for much
no.
longer?
I'll try and do another bucket,
One
and then
bucket.
we'll go. We'll stop for the day.
Alright, do you want me to help or?
If you want to.
If you want me to, I just
Yeah.
thought you wanted to
No, it's all good.
do it without me.
If you want to, while you're down here. I won't go for very long. We'll go for probably 30 minutes. Hey, we got Angie here today. Yep, we got Nervous Rider helping, so we're going to go ahead and I'll fill this bucket, and we'll pick up where we left off, and I'll just get Nervous Rider to stick around here. And I do apologize for the inconvenience with the dropout, but we just that happens if we go too far over there. So
Okay. It's bloody cold.
yeah.
Hey, Troy.
Back again.
Okay. So we were doing a test without me today to see what happened. I did a test this morning without Josh to see what happened on my stream, but it wasn't an accurate test because I'll have to do another one with him because he got me a phone that actually works now. So I was missing out on an awful lot of views because my phone wouldn't work with the internet. So it's bloody cold. Oh my God, it's cold. All right. What a bugger. He was nearly at 100 too with his likes on that stream, so that's a bugger. And it's bloody cold. I'm going to come around that side. I'm going to go up there, come around there. Hang on a second. Oh, go up and that way we can watch what he's doing. I don't know how he's staying in that cold water. Whoa! Look at you. The hell? Something in that grass there. I don't know what it is and I don't want to find out. Probably a lizard. No, he'll only do one more bucket and then we'll go.
It's probably going to drop out too if you're over here.
Oh.
So that's why I had you over there.
Oh, okay.
But that's all right. If it does,
It's working.
Okay.
Are we all still good? Yeah, you're getting more people now coming through.
But if it drops out again, then we'll know that.
That's all right. I'll go back.
That's all right. You're saying if it drops out again, we'll know that we have
Yeah.
to do that more.
That's okay. I'll go back. I don't want to risk it. You know what happened to my little tree that I planted? I planted a small gum tree. It's gone. I don't know where it went. Okay, guys. I'll move back down over here because I don't want it to drop out again. Mine went out too, so I was sitting there and mine started going after his went. I was like, whoa. So it must be something to do with the towers around here. And I'm going to grab a chair and sit down for a minute. All right, guys. Oh, it's cold. Really cold. We might get some more rain, which will then wash this creek down a bit more. Welcome, Nunzio. How you going? It might be, yeah. You're probably right, Troy. It's probably the weather. We've got a lot of interference with a lot of storm activities around here. It happens a lot. Nunzio Leone. Support team Bingo Warriors. Oh. I used to love playing bingo. So he's going to keep filling that bucket up for now. And hopefully he'll get something good out of that bucket when he runs it through this trommel. We'll get one more pan out of it for the day, which will be good. I think it was going to drop out wherever we were, so... Thanks, Troy. Oh, the bit of sun now, look. Got a bit of sun. Hi. Hello, sunshine. Got a little bit of sun there. So let's hope it stays out for a little bit. It warms up instantly when the sun comes peeking through. It's been a very windy day today here too. A lot of wind. Said all the animals have been really anxious today, and usually if they're like that, it means there's going to be a storm by the end of the day. They'll tell us better than the weatherman will. We're not looking for fish though, we're looking for gold. A big difference. But thanks for the tip. Niners are hurt. Thanks for that tip. It does. The chill factor drops it by about 4 or 5 degrees. I feel like it's probably about 2 degrees Celsius here. I could be wrong though. But I don't know how he's handling this wet and cold. No, you can't steal something when you own the land. So you're a little bit incorrect with that one, but you sound like you might be a youngster. So I'll forgive you for that. I could be wrong. It's so hard to tell on YouTube if someone's 5 or 50. You never can tell. Some of the ridiculous behaviours have come from the older people, which has astonished me when I find out who's the age of the person doing the behaviour. It's like, oh my God, what the heck is the world coming to? Sometimes the younger ones are actually the more better behaved at times. Depends on what channel you're on and what you're watching. This channel's good because it mostly has people who are just interested in what's happening, and those who aren't really don't hang about, they just go. But who isn't interested in finding gold? You'd have to be crazy not to want to know how to find gold. Yeah, we're back. Welcome back, Cod. No, Ozzy Osbourne's up in heaven. If there's such a thing. He's up in heaven. Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's somewhere else. Who knows? Yeah, it is great to be out in nature. You're absolutely right, Troy. As long as nature doesn't bring too many snakes and things, I'm fine. Every now and again I'll hear something moving in the bushes and I'll think, ooh, what's that? Mostly there's a lot of lizards around here. We get a lot of blue tongues and get a lot of skinks and things. Okay. What you looking for? The pick. Now the sun's gone away again. It's cold again. It's just dropped about 4 degrees, bang. Okay, guys, we've got 72 people in the chat. Let's slam that like button. We were nearly at 100 until this last stream got cut off, unfortunately. We would have hit the 100 now. I think, well, we'll be hitting summer soon, so we'll be in spring shortly. Then things will start to really warm up and there'll be no issue with being out in the water. As a matter of fact, everyone's going to want to be in the water while there is water still there. This will probably disappear very quickly. There won't be much of it left. By December, there's probably going to be nothing in this, no water at all here. It only takes a couple of weeks for it to go. Unless we keep getting rain. He did some good singing last night. He did a karaoke thing last night and he sung like crazy. It was really good. Really good. It was nice to see him have a relaxing, you know, let loose and do what he loves. You love amphibians, reptiles and birds. Yeah. I like amphibians and reptiles, but I like them at a distance. I don't mind picking up something like a frillneck lizard or something if I need to move it off the road if it's not moving. Sometimes they sun themselves and they just won't move. They're so lazy. And you pick them up and move them off the road so they don't get run over. But the blue tongues are pretty lazy. You don't really see them around much. They tend to stay hidden. He's just classifying this bucket so he doesn't have to worry about it when he gets through. It's just some tin banging in the background. So guys, Josh has been at this for a couple of hours now and it is freezing cold here. Let's show some appreciation for his hard work and give him some thumbs up if we can. That would be fantastic. It helps with the algorithm, it helps him being able to do things. You don't get paid very much on YouTube when you do become monetized unless you're a massive, massive channel. You don't really get anything. I mean, you get a little bit, but nothing much. You certainly couldn't live off it, that's for sure. He works really, really hard and just getting that algorithm up there by having some likes does a world of good. So it's much appreciated if we can do that. Balawa Johnson. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Hope everyone's geared up for their weekend. Anybody have any plans? Going to dredge up this little bit here. I think he's definitely going to get something out of this run. Really is a spot that can can be worked over and over and over again, and you'll still find gold. It just happens to be where it just wants to settle in this creek, so it's always worth a test, especially if there's a big deluge and we have a bit of creek flowing. It refills and refills all those pockets. Gold goes straight back in there. So you empty it out, 6 months later you could do it all again. Right now he's just rinsing off the bedrock. See if he can get any remnants of gold there. Using that yabby pump to suction everything up from the top of the bedrock and pull out of the crevices that are in there. You plan on trying to edit a couple more videos to pay? Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a great thing for you to do. I think you're going to end up with a very good content on your channel. Your very first video was really good. Okay, he's got the bucket ready. He's going to come over and start getting that ready to go. Nong. Hi Nong, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. So guys, let's get some more likes up there. We've got 14. 74 people and 14 likes. I'll move this out of the way. You right? I don't know how you're not freezing to death. It's really, really cold. Okay. I got the easy job, sitting down and talking. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. We had a bit of technical difficulty earlier, but now we're going to go ahead and run the last bucket of the day, raw material, and we'll run our tailings directly into the pan. We'll check that in just a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the trommel.
Oh, you nearly got zapped. Thanks, Troy, but I happen to think that about you too. I think you're a very kind man, and you're very supportive of Josh, and you've also been very supportive of me as well, and I much appreciate the conversations and things that we've had. Rightio. Get down there, ready to go. No, I won't fall. It's okay. So remember, guys, this is new. Rachel's live streaming cooking at work. New Pirate Lord. I didn't think her boss would let her do it. That's really cool. So this is the raw material, guys. So this is going to be an interesting pan, because earlier on we were doing the tailings, which is down here. And this is after we've gone through the trommel, and he's gone through the tailings and found a little bit of gold that was left over. So we're going to see what happens when we put this raw pan through. He got it from a pretty good place. I think there will definitely be some decent gold coming through on this one for sure. Hey Josh, have you ever seen a fox snake?
No.
Nope, he hasn't. Troy was just asking. G'day Ken, how you doing? Is gold production picking up? We're going to find out soon. Is gold production picking up? We hope so. Guys, let's get a few more likes if we can. Helps with the algorithm. Josh works very hard, and it is freezing cold here. I don't know how he's able to feel his hands at all. It's that cold. My hands are like purple from the cold. It's cold. I've never seen a fox snake, I don't think. I don't think I even knew there was a fox snake. You'll have to put one on your channel. I think it's amazing you'll pick one up. I see, because we've got such deadly snakes, I see a small snake and I bolt. I'm more scared of the babies than I am of the parents. If I see a massive eastern brown, I'll be a bit calmer. But a baby, I'm out of there. You found a beautiful fox snake. Wow. Are they small or big? I'll have to look them up and see. Bring a tent and heater to warm up in. That's a good idea, JC. I should do that. We should do that.
Looking really good.
Yeah, they're coming out relatively clean. So this might be the pay dirt that we're looking for. We should say pay sludge. And good hot coffee, yeah. You don't want to mess with cottonmouth snakes. I've heard that they're not good. Yeah. They're only small. Okay. After you edit your post, yeah, that'll be good. I'll definitely check that out. When I was younger, I stayed at my uncle's and he had a banana plantation and there was a hell of a lot of carpet snakes up there. And he had them everywhere. And of course, they're actually not too bad to deal with, carpet snakes. He had one that he used to befriend and he used to come out of the shed and he'd catch it and pick it up and give it to us. I was never scared of the big carpet snake. Never tried to bite us or anything. But the snakes out here, different story. There we go. Sorry, should have waited. About 24 to 36 inches long. Oh, that's still pretty long.
Pretty good.
The eastern browns, generally around here, we find them around about 1.2 to 1.5 metres long. But we did have a big one. And obviously the bigger they are, the older they are. This snake would have had to have been about 10 or 15 years old. It was huge. It was almost 2 metres long, which is about as long as they get. And it bit the horse 3 times on the leg, which was really bad. The horse was fine. It was a dry bite, thank goodness. But it was pretty scary. We had to wait like 24 hours of watching him to make sure that there was nothing that got through and caused a problem. Because sometimes you don't get an instant. Horses actually have quite an immunity towards eastern brown snakes. So the little fella survived well, but I've got a mate down the road whose horse was killed by they don't know what it was, but they reckon it was probably an eastern brown or a black snake, probably an eastern brown. They saw the marks, it swelled up, the horse was dead as a doornail. Would have been pretty quick. Sometimes it just depends where they get bit too. Yeah, this is the washing station. So the Trommel does a pretty good job at washing. You see the rocks come out here. Fairly clean. They're not too bad. He's just going to rinse that down. A dishwasher for dirt and rocks. That's exactly what it is. Yep. It's exactly what it is. And I must say, it's a really good one, this one. It does a really good job. He's built and invented many things to do with this, and this has been the best one so far. It doesn't look like much from afar, but let me tell you, it does the job. And at an affordable price too. And recycling as well, so recycling a lot of material. I'm going to watch that wash out that last bit of dirt. Spit those rocks back out. Those ones there. He's going to put some more in there. Is that the last of the bucket? Yeah, that's the last of the bucket. So this will be the last little bit coming through from that bucket. And then he's going to do the tailing pan, and then we're going to go through and get this. See if we can get some gold. I think we're going to get some gold for sure. No, it is, yeah, no. How come the trommel's turned in two different ways? Did you reverse the polarity?
No. It's the same way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it did look different earlier. No, it's the same way. It's the same way, Troy. But I thought it did look a bit different too. I thought I was going crazy as well. I think it's an optical illusion. Hard to know. Because it looked like everything was flying out that side. Now it's coming out this side. One solar panel will pump water. Yeah. We've got a pump. The pump just doesn't work. It broke. So we've got to wait till we can get another pump that's going to be suitable and not too overpowering. He got another pump, but it was too powerful. And it was just washing everything straight through the trommel. It was far too powerful. So I'm just going to get those tailings there. Here comes the slishy, sloshy water. It's like a rapids are coming through. A bit like the Colorado River there. He's hypnotising you. A pool pump would be it would be far too strong. He's got one that he's going to trial, I think. I think he's got his eye on one that he's going to get that's going to be exactly right for this particular trommel, because it depends on the size of your trommel as to how much the water pump you want to get. It's just a matter of playing around with it and doing it all out. And he's getting there. The last pump was a little bit less than it should have been. And he's got one that's a bit more. The next will be just right, like the Three Bears. And you're right, we've lost a little bit of gold in the tailings, but not a lot. It's actually done pretty well. But doing it by hand, yeah, the watering can is not the best solution, but it does the job for now. But you're right, you will lose a bit of gold because of it. You need a steady flow with a spray arm, which he's working on getting. So these are the leftover bits from the tailings earlier. Is that what it's from, the tailings earlier? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just what just come out of the pan. Would be slurry tailings.
Yeah. So that's the slurry tailings he's just popped in there. That'll come through. Then he'll be ready to do...
We'll check the pan up.
Yeah. Fish pond water pump? Yeah, that might be an idea. But you know, at the moment, we're making do with what we got, and that's all we can do for now. It's doing a fairly good job. Oh, we've lost our bilge. You've stopped, your trommel's stopped.
That's okay, I'll fix it. You just keep going.
Oh, got it going again. Guys, let's slam that like button. Got 113 people in here and only 27 thumbs up. Just helps with the algorithm and helps him to be able to get more equipment if he needs it.
Come on, darling. Keep going. There we go.
Well, actually, that water's got a lot of rocks in it and possibly some gold in it. So you're a little off on your description there, but nice try. Good job at trying. What's going on here? Looking for gold, that's what's going on. So basically he's running a trommel to wash the rocks and the clay and the dirt and clean everything off, and then hopefully when he's done, down under here are some mats that you can't see right now. You can probably see a little bit of a mat there in the corner there. That mat there catches, it goes into this, falls down in the mat, and the mat catches the gold. And it just makes it a lot easier. Maybe if you could be able to adjust fuel injectors right in the middle of it. It's powerful water injection. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. Putting some fuel injectors, if you could adjust them and put them in there, get a powerful water ejection. Troy says he's got a Milwaukee 18-volt cordless that surprised him with its performance.
That's not too bad. Good suggestion for it.
Cordless pump.
Awesome. Great suggestion. Okay, now so what we're going to do, we're just going to quickly do this little pan of slurry concentrates. Just basically the slurry tailings, but I just want to see if we're blowing anything out.
Yeah. Let's hope that sun stays there for a bit. Yeah, that's all good.
You can sit down and not have to hurt your knees.
It's all right. They've been sitting all day. Oh, ow, that's even worse than that's worse than my knees. I just sat on it and it's bloody gone straight through my leg. That grass is hard. It's like sitting on a bunch of 9-inch nails. Painful. Okay, so what I'll do an even better one. I'll just borrow your jacket. sit on that so I don't poke a hole in my backside. Land in the emergency room, trying to explain why. Gold fever has put many men into poverty. Yes, it really has. However, this guy's lucky because he owns the land that he's able to work on, so he doesn't have to have any massive expenses other than the equipment that he's building. Things like batteries and pumps. Other than that, it's good. Doesn't have to travel or do much at all. And he's getting right down to the nitty-gritty real quick there. And we'll find out if there's anything in here.
Yeah, so the hope is there's not going to be much gold at all in this particular one because I want those mats to be catching everything.
That's fantastic, Troy. I think it is a wonderful thing to do, isn't it? Just being out in nature. That's the most important thing.
That's correct.
Whatever addictions anybody has, whether it be alcohol, drugs, food, whatever it is, if you get yourself out in nature and you do things like this, you'll find that your life will improve dramatically.
That's right.
You won't need those things.
Okay, so it looks like there's
Nothing
here,
there.
and nothing up top there.
No, empty
That's
pan.
good.
That's good.
I'm happy with that. Now let's go ahead and clean out the mats.
And we've got beautiful sun coming through, warming us up a little bit.
All this is okay. Don't worry too much about that.
Well, it's good to be addicted to good things.
That's right. So what we want to do, first and foremost, is we want
Welcome,
to
Kelly. How are you going?
quickly just stop the trommel there.
Welcome, Ray Mark
Welcome, everybody.
Kappen and Under Duress.
Welcome.
John
Want
Schultz.
Pop the first retaining ring
Victor.
out, just like so, without cutting my thumb again. I can do it today.
Something just completely came off then. Yeah. Is it all right? Yeah. All right.
All right.
So retention ring number 1. Just going to grab some water. I'm just going to wash this down. And hopefully
Okay.
get nice and cleaned
So
up.
for those of you curious about this is called a retaining ring, which holds back the material inside the centrifuge of the trommel to get the rocks a little bit cleaner. If you have a limited water supply, you can't use things like spray bars or anything else. This will help you greatly in to be able to get your rocks clean before they come out.
Yeah. Welcome, old grumpy guy. I'm an old grumpy lady.
Welcome, grumpy guy. Appreciate you being here.
Are you related to Grumpy Cat? The YouTube famous cat? Which has unfortunately now passed away. There was a cat called Grumpy Cat.
So
It's quite hilarious.
That's retaining ring number 2. We're going to pop them over there with the first one. And we just want to go ahead and basically slip off this apron directly into the pan. As much as we can. I've got to get a little bit more water.
You have a grumpy cat to go along with the grumpy old guy. Grumpy guy. I have a grumpy cat, couple of grumpy goats, and one real grumpy horse.
Incredible. Now, basically, what I want to do now is I want to turn the trommel back on because we have to wash it out because everything on this thing is suspect for gold. So we got to be thorough.
Ooh, sun just tucked away again. Drops quick, doesn't it?
Sure does. Okay, so now we're going to turn our attention. Actually, I'm going to get you to stay here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our pan and I'm going to take it over just to the slurry tailing chute over here. So just under that. And now I'm going to have some rushes of water pull through to clean out the inside of the trommel.
What kind of engine? It's a windshield wiper engine motor. That's why it's so nice and quiet. It's a stealthy, quiet motor. Welcome from, I think that's Arabian possibly. I don't know. It's a heavy duty windshield wiper. Does a great job. He made another trommel that had a smaller one, and it's still going. It still works well. But this one's a little bit tougher. It's a bigger trommel. It's a thicker and wider trommel. The other trommel's a bit more narrow. You can see that's cleaning up nicely. Getting through those little paddles and of course, let's move that bag so it doesn't end up being washed away. Oh, we're filling up that hole there. Might create a whole new creek system. Hi, Nest 24, Nintendo Entertainment System, I'm gathering. I'm currently selling all my Nintendo Entertainment Systems from back in the day. I don't play them anymore, so they need to go to someone who's going to enjoy them rather than sit and gather dust. It'd be hard to part with Zelda, but got to be done. How much do I want for them? I've got the original Nintendo NES boxed, along with a couple of Duck Hunt guns and the game Duck Hunt, and about 8 other games. And in Australia, that fetches around $500 to $600 for that kind of system. So they're kind of fetching quite a bit now. A couple of years back, they weren't fetching anything, but after COVID, everybody decided they wanted to do retro gaming, so they've gone up in value. Also got a Mega Drive, Master System 2. I had a Sega Saturn, but I think I sold it or someone stole it a few years ago. I don't know what happened to it. I can't remember. At one point, I had every single type of Atari. I used to collect them, and I got them when they were worth nothing, see? Then when I wanted to buy a house, I sold off the entire collection, and that went towards buying the house and getting the deposit. All helped a lot. We sold everything we had, pretty much, to do it. Worked out good. Ended up out here with the farm. At the moment though, antiques are not worth that much, so it's certainly not worth anywhere near as much as gold is. So it's time for him to clean the mats out now. So we're getting to the nitty gritty at the moment. It won't be too long and we'll be back at he's over there getting his water. We'll be back to where we need to be. It's going to just give it another quick wash out.
So what we're going to do is we're going to work the first way around today now. So that means we're going to go top mat first. So we're going to lift this up. Just going to very gently get all this stuff slipped down onto the mat. Have our pan down under the slurry catch so nothing gets lost. Shift that a little bit if we can. Okay, there we go.
You'll have to be quick cod fishing. I've got about 4 people that are trying to get it off me right now.
Okay, all right, so here's the first mat. I'm going to take it and I'll just get you to sit where you are,
Yep.
nervous rider. I'm going to go ahead and take that and put it directly into our pan just over here. What I'm going to do, I know this is still a little bit dirty, but I'm going to leave it here. And now I want to take the indicator mat off. Just over here, we still got a little bit of sediment just on there. I want to work everything together today. Go there.
You asked first. Actually, funnily enough, my daughter wants to buy them all off me, but I feel terrible selling to my daughter. But it's for a good purpose. I'm getting rid of them so I can have enough to feed the horses during summer. This is going to go probably a little bit higher than what it is now. And we're going to probably run out of feed fairly quickly. Guys, 38 likes, 159 people in the room. Show some appreciation if you can, just by putting a thumbs up. That is as good as giving a couple of bucks.
Yes, please. Thank you so
It
much.
really helps
I appreciate it.
the algorithm.
Okay, guys, so now what we need to do is just very carefully run the extra sediment off the slip plate down onto the bottom slip plate, or the apron, which we've done there. Ensuring that any little particles of gold are going to be flying down that chute and going into the pan. Pretty cool. Just carefully.
Yeah, thank you everybody who has put a thumbs up. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you all so
Welcome,
much.
Shiro. How you doing? Now he's just cleaning it up there.
Everything coming down that mat chute.
Cleaning that up.
And in just a moment, I'm just going to get one more.
Ooh, got a big storm brewing in the background there.
Got sediment coming up there. What I might actually do is next time I'm going to bring that little spray pack down,
Yeah.
and that can help.
Help clean it all out. Yeah, good idea. That's a good point, Jacob. He's got a tub there. I think he's just probably feeling a bit tired. And
Sometimes we can work a little bit less accurate when we're trying.
yeah.
Okay.
been a massive day.
All right, guys. So I'm going to take the rest
But
of this mat.
good advice.
Not completely clean, but we're going to take it all down.
There's the tub there that we usually clean it in.
Jacob is actually very, very right in what he says. He wants to do this stuff over a tub.
Thanks, KBM's channel. Thanks for the likes and the thumbs up.
Yes,
I
thank you all.
appreciate
Thank you all
it,
so
and
much.
Josh appreciates it greatly.
Yes, thank you all so very much. Okay.
And as a matter of fact, we've almost got half of what the likes we got on the last stream already, so that is really good.
Incredible.
It does push the algorithm up and help him out.
You guys are fantastic. Could not have done it without you today.
Old Grumpy Guy says he wants to see some gold. I think you will see some gold today. I think you will.
Now, old grumpy guy, I have a question for you. You want to see my gold? I want to know one thing. Why are you so grumpy, my friend? Can you tell me that one thing?
He's got a grumpy cat. That's
You've got a
probably
grumpy
why.
cat.
His
Well, if you have a
grumpy cat would make him
then
grumpy.
I can fully understand why you're grumpy then. Because
We've got 5 grumpy cats.
that's right. Absolutely. Nothing will make a man grumpier than a grumpy cat. Okay. That's pretty clean. Clean enough for me.
Looks good.
All right. So now.
He's been
there are
married
people-
38 years to his little heifer. That's not very nice to call your wife a heifer.
Oh my goodness.
Dearie me. If I was your wife, I'd be slapping you silly sideways.
I hope it's not a real heifer. That's okay. All right, guys. Now look.
I'm sure you're just kidding.
There are people tuning into this channel that are prospectors, gold miners from all walks of life and all levels of experience and professionality. I'm somewhere on this timeline. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but there are people that know a hell of a lot more than I do, a lot more experience, and they know their stuff. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and teach you how to work concentrates very quickly. This is kind of a crash course. Generally, we have a look here very carefully in our pan. You're working concentrates, especially out of the trommel, if you've been working all day and you got that many. You do not want to be doing what I'm doing. You want to be going teaspoon by teaspoon, running it into a clamp so it's on a reticulating system, recirculating system. But since we haven't got a lot of time today and everybody's trying to go to bed and everybody's trying to eat dinner and reconnect with family, I'm going to give you a quick crash course. So you do not want to be working your concentrates in that amount. You want to maybe, in this instance, go maybe scoop by scoop. So have your pan flat to the water, level to the earth. So your water is nice and level in your pan like that. You want to have your pan submerged, okay? First of all, you want to be doing this over a bucket, not inside of a water basin that I'm in now. Okay, and then you want to take one hand like that, or both hands if you can. Break up the top because it's very compact and concentrated material. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to help the process of what is called liquefaction, to break up any clays that might be trapping any little particles of gold, and for that gold to be stratified, number 2, and to fall to the bottom of the pan. So anything heavy is coming from the top, falling down through the material, hitting the base of the pan. And the reason why I'm doing this is because generally, if you're doing gold panning and you have some, maybe a little bit of silt here and there, you don't normally have to do this a lot. But because we have such a high concentrate of clay, we have to do this to make sure everything gets to the bottom. And sometimes it helps if you just turn your fingers a little bit like that to allow for the heavy stuff to fall directly to the bottom. And sometimes you can also, if you use 2 hands, you can do this while giving a little bit of a shake like that, which helps the overall process.
No, this is actually live, bullet lag.
Yes.
So
We are
ask me to
definitely
hold
live.
up some fingers and I'll do it for you, mate.
Yeah, we're definitely live, Mr. Bullet Lag.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I can understand why, though. There are a lot of people who do put channels on where they are not live. Watched one the other night, and it was a woman faking to have trauma so she could get people's money.
That's right.
And I went off my tree about it.
Exactly.
And I'm going to
So-
make sure she doesn't keep doing it.
So anyway, so now that we're liquefying and stratifying the material to get the heavy stuff to fall to the bottom, we're pretty much ready to start panning.
And what you want to do, in an instance where you have to work as many concentrates as I am, just take your pan, like I said, keep it level with the water, keep it under the water. Little shakes like that.
All
You
good,
want to be
mate.
doing 2 big sloshes like that, but you want to be doing little shakes, thinking about like a vibration table for gold or a shaker table for gold. Think about how that works. Same thing, side to side. And then some elliptical movements like that. And the general idea is you want to shake that gold to the bottom. Just like that. Keeping your pan under the water. And you have to think, you have to visualize. You have little tiny particles of gold trying to sift to the bottom. They've got to go through a whole bunch of stuff to get there. And you have to make sure everybody gets to the bottom. So sometimes it helps to visualize and pretend you are a tiny gold particle trying to get through all this stuff to the bottom. And just imagine what you might be encountering. Encountering other rocks, heavier rocks competing to get to the bottom. You've got to work your way through that. Keeping that pan flat.
Good night, Grumpy Guy. Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you so much, Grumpy Guy. Thank you.
Say hi to your little heifer. And you know what? Cows are actually gorgeous, so I can see how that could be a good little pet name.
That's right. And so right about here, now that we have liquefied, we've stratified, now we are going to classify or eject some of that light material. You see these rocks here, rather nice and big. What we want is to keep with that silt. And I'm already seeing a little speck of gold just right here.
Oh, yeah.
Just right there, just in the back of the pan, just there, if we can see that.
Yep, we can see that.
Just right there. And I'll take the camera for a second because the refraction of the light
Yeah,
doesn't permit color very well. But I'm actually going to take my pinky. We actually got another little piece just over here. So gold in the back of the pan. This is why you want to be careful with your concentrates. I'll try and pick that one up. I might not be able to. We can kind of see the color just a little bit better now. Okay. So, okay, well, I'm gonna hand it back to that nervous rider, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and finish keeping that material moving. Dip a little bit off the side and repeat the process. Okay. Tilting your pan 45-degree angle just like that, you see? We're lightly dipping off the tip there. But you'll notice we're working about 10 times slower because we have so many concentrates in this pan.
Hi, Roxanne. How you doing? Guys, let's give the man some more likes. He's going to reveal something pretty cool soon, I'd say.
I hope so.
I don't think you can go wrong with that little area over there, to be honest.
Yeah. Just a continual process of working that material down. And lightly getting some of that coarser sediment off the top there. But you got to remember, you're working concentrates, so don't get lost and think that you're just doing a normal test pan. This is very different in that sense. Yep. You have to be very careful.
That's right, Bullet Leg. We're all crossing our fingers and toes, waiting to see what's going to happen. It's quite exciting. This is where the exciting part comes. We already know there's a little bit of gold in the pan, but how much more is there going to be? That is the question. Wouldn't it be good if you had gold panning, deal or no deal?
That would be awesome.
Pick which pan you want. Then you've got to pan it out and get the gold yourself.
That would be incredible.
You should make a game show. That would be good. Getting right down the nitty-gritty now.
Nearly there, folks.
Thank you to everyone who's put a thumbs up.
Yes, I want
Josh
to
has
thank all
been
of you.
working very hard all day long in the really cold water.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We've got a fair bit of ironstone in there as well, so that's a pretty good sign. I like that.
Hi Dale, welcome. How you doing?
Welcome, Dale.
Troy asks, do you think some of the heavy materials might be escaping from your pump?
From the pump itself? Oh, you mean from the...
The hose?
I don't actually... Oh, you mean from the pan?
Oh, the
There can be a little bit, but it's going to be so infinitesimally difficult to measure because I'm taking so long, and the angle that I have the pan at, I'm actually seeing a lot of ironstone, which is the next thing up, accumulating. So I'm trying to be very careful and just have a little, just all that little sediment come off first. Nothing heavy. But yeah, that's a good point. This is what we always have to be conscientious of when we're doing this sort of thing. But
So Under Duress is saying, guess how much 1 gallon, 3.75 litres of gold weighs?
how much is that? What do you reckon?
Ooh, weight-wise? Oh, well, if it's 19 times heavier than water, it'd probably weigh about 150 kilos?
Interesting.
I don't know, maybe more.
Okay, guys.
What is it? What's the answer? 180.
Oh, wow.
180 pounds or kilos?
That's impressive.
We do kilos over here.
Sounds good. Okay, so if we can just make sure we're good and zoomed in on that top there. And what we're going to do, you guys, I want to thank you all, number one. Let's get this big rock out of the way. Appreciate you all being here. And this is what we've got for probably about 2 good solid buckets full of this little area.
And there's, I see some gold already.
We're already starting to see the gold here. And what I might do is I might take over, I'll grab the camera just quickly. Just over there in that corner there, see a nice little line of golden specks coming through. And there's also a nice little piece over there. And we're not completely finished, but what we'll do, I'll bring it back just a little bit, and it's notoriously hard and difficult to pan and show at the same time, but you might be able to just see just at the top section there. If I can shimmy down.
There we go, there's some more coming through.
Got some decent stuff. We've actually got quite a bit of black sand with that as well. And I can actually see some ultrafines too. Okay. And down here,
Heaps.
there we go.
Heaps of specks.
Very, very nice. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. So I'm liking that, folks.
That was a nice pan.
That's actually quite good. So out of 2 buckets worth, I think we're doing pretty good. This is a pretty good spot. We want to just stay on that and
Before it rains,
yeah,
put everything away.
I think so. That's pretty darn impressive to me. We've actually, you can see a little bit of lead here too. So we're in a spot where the lead's falling out, as well as the gold. Quite nice. Hey, and there's actually a little goldfish looking bit there. Do y'all eat goldfish still in America? Because we got a goldfish in here. My word, that's actually a goldfish. A golden goldfish. Pretty cool. Okay, got a nice little flat flake there. And a lot of fine stuff. A lot of really cool. And there's also another little piece of, it's like a wiry lead or something. But yeah, there we have it. Now let's see what we've got up top. I'm pretty impressed by that. I really wasn't expecting there to be much in that at all. And nothing up top. Nope,
Oh, actually, no, we
Little
got
speck.
we
Yeah,
got
I
some
can
here.
see there's 2 or 3 specks there.
We got one there.
On the pile.
Y'all can see the difference in color here. You see this stuff over here, and then we look down here. There's a marked difference in color. There's also another little bit there as well. So where we're actually digging, we've got quite a bit going on. So I'm pretty encouraged by that. How much gold have you found in total? In total, over the years, probably about 21 grams under duress. But that's been about 10 years in the making, me trying to figure out things and doing other things as well. So thank you for the questions. Yep, these specs certainly add up. You're absolutely right, Spoof. Bullet lag, that's perfect. Very cool. KBM, very pretty cool. No, not 1 to 2 grams. Basically 21 grams. So basically just a little bit under an ounce. So
Third of the way
yeah,
to an ounce.
that's right. Third of a way to an ounce. All right, guys, so let's get this. You know what, before we go, I want to just pick this little thing up here. This is kind of like a picker, but it's not quite. I mean, I can pick it up, but it's like a subatomic picker. But it's very chunky. I know it's sitting on my finger, but it'll flip around if I don't get my finger dry. There we go. Nice little piece. And the other thing too, guys, if you do your own gold stuff and you go out panning and things, you do really want to be paying attention. Hey, Carlos. You want to be paying attention to what the gold actually looks like. If it's angular, if it's water-worn, somewhere in between. Because what it can tell you is how far away you are from the source of it and what kind of, purity the gold is and that sort of thing. So it's all good things to be paying attention to when you do this. But imagine if we could just blow that up 10,000 times its size somehow. We'd all be rich, wouldn't we? It's nice and water-worn. Looking pretty cool. Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, you want to pay attention to the angle and to what it looks like. If it's rough, if it's angular, it can tell you. And you might just be sitting next to the outcrop or the mother lode of the source. So that's really cool. Yeah, we could get it under a microscope. That would be really cool. Or magnifying glass, exactly. All right, folks. Now what we'll do. There's so many specs in there. That's really great. We're going to go ahead and we're going to suck that up into the snuffer bottle. And as always, I'm going to show you guys the all-time gold from the last month. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your help. And we had Nervous Rider helping today. So thank you all so much. And subscribe to Nervous Rider. She's got a great channel if you're into horses, equestrian, working horse behaviors. Excellent resource. Okay. So we'll get this pulled in, and then I'm gonna show you guys the all-time gold, and we'll get busy with that. So, okay, got lots of ironstone in there. Good indicators. All the stuff that we need. Okay, so where's my snuffer bottle at? Oh, got it right in here. Cool. All right. Let's just pull that back again. And this is what you kind of want to look for too. This really dark ironstones in your pan are always a good sign. Just really good stuff, All these indicators are just very important to always make sure sometimes you can find garnets too. Sometimes they travel together, so. All right, so let's get this stuff pulled in up here. Not a bad little pan. We actually got some black sand too. I don't normally get to see too much black sand for some reason, but I think I might just be seeing a lot more of it. In we go. And It's difficult doing this with one hand, so I do apologize. Sometimes the footage can be a bit jarring. Yeah, I'd like to see it under a microscope at some point. That's a good idea. Okay. All right, so ooh, still got the little piece there. You see how difficult it is, like, you know, you got to rough up your pan sometimes. This pan is pretty smooth. I need to actually get a wire brush in there. Do you guys also see, though, just in along this little top line here, there's some microfine gold in that I want to keep. It's like ultra fine stuff. It's all good. Let's get this little fella pulled in. And I think that's looking pretty clean. I know there's still more gold in here, but we got to keep moving. I hate to leave it behind, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in our tailings pile here, and we'll work all that later, and we'll get it all back. That's awesome. It's a slow process, but worth it. Yes, it absolutely is. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, since you've all been so wonderful and you've came back after we had the interruption with the internet, we're going to go ahead and show everyone the all-time gold, and that should be pretty cool. And then I'll let you guys go to bed because it's pretty late probably where you are, and everyone needs to regenerate for tomorrow and everything. So, all right, this is all for you guys, and I just want to thank each and every one for being here and helping and supporting, and all the wonderful likes and the wonderful information and knowledge base that you guys give freely here. It's just incredible. I have a great community here. And guys, also, every now and again, if you wouldn't mind, check out the community page on my channel, because sometimes I put up some links to other people's work, and it's just a cool place to be if you guys want to post any of your work, if you do any gold prospecting or anything like that. It's a great little hub, so let's try and get that going. Okay, guys, so this is all for you. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. This is all the stuff we are currently chasing. So, all good. Okay, KBM's channel is in Queensland. Oh, that's cool. Use some steel wool rather than a wire brush. Absolutely, Troy. Thank you so much, William Allen. And guys, subscribe to William Allen if you wouldn't mind, because he's got a great channel too. He's getting started, and he's found a snake recently. It's pretty cool. Love snakes, love reptiles. And yeah, but this is all the stuff where hopefully, you know, I want to see some days if we can just get pans, like just a pan every day of that stuff, just from running this trommel. But I think we're a little bit a ways away from that. Thank you, Spoof. Okay, cool. Awesome. I respect this a hell of a lot more than gambling. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well, I mean, I don't know. Gold can kind of be a gamble, too, sometimes. Sometimes you can gamble with the places that you go to find it, or, you know, even, you know, because those things can definitely be a gamble. They can be treacherous, you know, filled with, like, poisonous snakes and things, or anything, you know. It could be, you know, unsavory people hanging around. So how many days is this, Jacob asks? This is about probably a month's worth now coming up on. But this is also, you know, I'm just getting started after a very long hiatus of not doing gold for a while. So yeah. And, you know, a lot of people on this channel, they come in and they like to compare and things, and like say, oh, well, I'll get 10 times more gold than this guy, or, you know, I'll get 300 times more because, you know, we run a 30-ton trommel or whatever. And I say, oh, that's really cool. But, you know, at the end of the day, this is a very, oh yeah, and thank you. And I wasn't meaning that that's what you meant. But just to make it a point to other people who tune in, because there are prospectors on here that make total bank on gold, like every day. Like this is nothing to them. They will basically get that in a couple of minutes from some of the machines that they run. Giant machines. And I'm talking like D9s and stuff like that is probably like every maybe 60 seconds comes through to them. You know, Discovery Channel, Tony Beats, stuff like that. But this is, oh, you're running 20 yards an hour. Oh, wow. Jacob, I'll have to check out your channel, man. That's really cool. Do you post the gold on your channel, or? Thank you. Yeah, and I'm pretty happy with the Trommel. It's very cute. It's a work in progress, but she does pretty good. Oh, that's okay, Jacob. Yeah, well, if you can run 20 yards per hour, man, that's really cool. That would be just awesome to see. But, you know, like, I'm glad because so far everyone's been really supportive of what I'm doing, and you know, there have been people coming on with a lot of suggestions and things, and some have been really great. Some I have to just go like, nah, you know, I would never do that. But that's okay. That's just how it is. But overall, it's a really good community here, and I really do encourage everyone to come in and just share their knowledge and ask a question. There's never a stupid question. There are people that will come on here and just ask, like, how do I find gold? Or like, where's gold? And, you know, the most simplest answer is, well, gold is where you find it and all that stuff. And there's a process behind it. But I'm always happy to answer questions, guys, so don't feel like you can't ask a question. But yeah, people in the chat tonight, thanks everyone. Don't forget to give a like. Thank you so much. And yes, thank you, William Allen. All right, guys. Well, look, I'll leave you with that. And I'm going to try and get home and get some food and settle down for the night. But let's see if we can just maybe just quickly just zoom in just on some of these individual little pieces here before we go. And to actually see, this is a really nice one right here. It's like a big flat flake. Pretty cool. That actually looks like an ear, sort of. Or it did. Yeah, some pretty cool little bits in here. And it's always fun. Like sometimes you just find gold that looks like things. And yeah, it's a pretty neat little process. Is flake. Exactly. Beautiful, keep up the good work. And yet, gold is where it's always been. M. Dot. Yep, well, day is gold tomorrow, that's right. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a beautiful night. And we'll try and be back here maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But, yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed. And I encourage you all, get out there in the next couple of days while it's still summertime in America or wherever you are in the world. Get yourself a gold pan, because your gold pan is the best gold detector there ever is. You know? And we got me, myself, and I. If you ask me how much gold, hang on. If you ask me, who cares how much you get? Gold is gold. That's right. Absolutely. Thank you very much for that. That's actually very true. If I only get out here one day and I've only got a little tiny speck, at least I found something, you know? I mean, you know, you want to at least find something, even if it's a tiny speck. Okay, everyone. Well, I appreciate you all being here with me today. And I want you all to have a beautiful and safe evening. And again, get out there, get your gold pan, and take a friend and go and have some fun. All right? And I wish you all the best of luck. Okay, have a great evening. It was fun watching. Okay, guys, until next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and check out the community page. All right? Thank you so much. Peace.